I think someone hacked the Poindexter program. I'm not sure who, but early indications suggest McFarlane.
Well, what did she do?
When I asked Poindexter for a vodka martini, he tied me up and started singing Irving Berlin songs. And none of his good stuff, either.
And why didn't you just end the program?
She encrypted a subroutine that wouldn't allow that to happen until he finished the set.
You poor boy.
I think I got most of the bugs out. Does anyone care to join me later?
Maybe. I promised Luco I'd keep an eye on the old boy. We're still finishing up our atmospheric sweep of Baku. The temperature keeps cooling, but we're not sure why.
Well, we thought we removed most of the old Breen cooling generators, but we're searching on foot where we can't get a clear reading.
I'll check with the away team. If there's nothing new, we can call it a day. Leffler to away team Alpha.
Lieutenant Doa here. Go ahead, Commander.
Anything new?
We're closing in on some anomalous readings we picked up in the last hour.
What kind of readings?
Kelvinite ore.
Could indicate another Breen unit.
We've also picked up a faint energy reading.
If one of the units is still on...
Lieutenant, we'll be right down. Use caution.
Aye, Commander.
Mind if I tag along?
I feel safer already.
Was that your last surgery of the day, Doctor?
Aye. Is it the night shift already?
No, I just thought I'd come in early. I wanted to get a head start on some of these bacterial samples for the environmental sciences.
The environmental people have their own labs, Doctor. If they need additional lab time, they need to book it through the lab supervisor. Sick bay facilities are reserved for the sick people.
Relax, Doctor. I'm just returning a favor. Aside from a headache or two, sick bay's been pretty empty.
I'm going to be in my office, after which I'm going to return to my quarters for a nice warm mud bath.
I'll see you tomorrow, Doctor.
If you're lucky.
Henglar!
Oh, how very nice. Visitors.
Didn't I tell you this would be his reaction?
Oh, hush, love. So, Henglar, how have you been?
They haven't killed me yet. I heard you'd been reassigned to the Independence for its mission into the patch. I wasn't expecting a visit quite so soon.
It was my wife's idea.
Well, we have a few hours before we're needed back on the Independence. Would you like to join us for dinner?
My shift's just starting. Terribly sorry.
Well, that nice Dr. Anderson let us know that you were about to go off shift. And she suggested we come in here and surprise you.
Did she now? How very kind of her.
We're coming up on the signal source now, Commander.
Any life signs?
Negative. There's a high concentration of kelvinite in these hills. It's making even the most simple scans unreadable.
Should be just over the next hill.
Get down!
What is it, Lieutenant?
I'm sorry, Commander. I had a premonition you were hit by a phaser blast. It was so real.
It's okay, Corey. We're all a little on edge.
It's perfectly safe. Everybody get up.
He's dead.
Leffler to Excelsior. We need backup down here.
Acknowledged, Commander. We're sending down reinforcements.
The station's forces are responded.
Sweep the planet's upper atmosphere for any ships. All stations, prepare for emergency departure.
I can see two of them. Possibly Orions. Scans confirmed. I'm not sure how reliable they are.
We should try to flank them.
We're outnumbered, Verena. We have to leave now.
No, we won't get through if we bail out now.
I'm signaling for beam out.
No, we need reinforcements.
Drop your weapons.
Transport now!
Left her to Excelsior. It's our good friend Verena. She and her accomplices are on the run.
Acknowledged. Sweep the area and make sure it's secure down there.
One Breen cruiser leaving Baku orbit. No response to hails.
Emergency departure, Helm.
The Breen ship is making a run for the edge of the patch. The station's fighters are pursuing, but the Breen have a head start.
What do you make of it, Myra? The Breen working with the Orions?
Perhaps they are still trying to cool Baku. Or maybe they're after something else. In either event, I'm not sensing anything. They may be out of range already.
Verena is a cunning woman. I should have never let her out of our sight.
What is it now? Come.
Well, we tried to return to the Independence, but we couldn't use the transporter during the emergency situation. Something about chasing some Breen privateers?
I'll have Dr. Anderson find you some quarters.
Well, actually, we ran into her on the way here, and she suggested we stay with you.
Really? Well, I suppose I have plenty of space here.
We'll find something else.
Oh, nonsense. This'll be perfect. How long can it take? A day or so, perhaps?
Charming. Make yourselves at home.
Nice chair.
Oh, of course. I'm sure you couldn't wait a second longer. We were almost finished with the mission, and we would have succeeded if you sent down reinforcements like I wanted. I don't answer to you. Do what you need to evade the Federation. Then we'll talk about the mission. No. It's your problem. I'll be in my quarters.
Our fighters have lost sensor lock on the Breen ship. They're gone.
Scan for a warp trail.
They did a pretty good job of masking it. I'm running a subspace distortion analysis. It could take a few minutes.
Keep me informed.
Aye, Captain.
We just received another report of Tholian forces massing near the patch.
Is this confirmed?
Not yet.
There may never be a better time to show them that we, too, can travel the currents.
That's assuming we can, Admiral. Commodore Cole, do you feel your ship is ready for this mission?
A few more days of shield simulations would be nice. But to be honest, I don't think it'll make a lot of difference. Then, you leave tomorrow.
With the Excelsior gone?
We have the Saratoga and Odyssey battle groups here. Timing is critical at the moment, Commodore. One more thing, Admiral. My chief engineer was aboard the Excelsior when it departed. Is there someone you can assign for this mission?
I believe Commander Leffler is available at the moment. I'll have her report to your ship immediately.
Thank you, Commodore. Admiral?
Remember what happened last time we sent our ships away?
I know, Ian. That is exactly why we're keeping the bulk of our ships here.
Just make sure it stays here, Admiral.
Warp trail confirmed, Captain. We've got him.
Helm lay in a course. Maximum warp.
Course laid in, sir.
Engage.
burying yourself in your work.
Isn't that my prerogative?
It always was.
Where's that Fangor beast of yours? What is his name?
Cool. And he's still asleep. Not everyone gets up at an ungodly hour, you know.
Just one more thing that didn't work in our relationship.
Not from lack of trying.
On whose part?
You were always too busy with your garden or with your medical studies. When we did talk, it was about your brother and how everything was so terribly wrong. You never gave us a chance, Englar.
What's the point of all this, Sue?
Don't play stupid with me.
No, really, I am stupid. I just pretend to be smart to throw people off.
You don't approve.
Of what?
Cool.
I thought it was the other way around. I can't even talk to the man without being afraid of losing a limb or two. To be honest, I don't understand why you put both of us in this awkward situation. He and I have nothing to discuss. He has his honor and I have my pride. I'm surprised that Dr. Anderson isn't patching one or both of us up at the moment.
Why? Because he's a doctor or because he's a Klingon?
That barbaric Klingon medicine he practices. For a while I thought he was a mortician.
He's a CMO of a starship, same as you are.
He's an abomination to medicine.
Oh, to medicine? Or to you personally, because he's married to me?
Maybe both.
I thought maybe we could just forget the past. Have a few meaningful hours together. You were a huge part of my life, and I don't think I'll ever stop having these feelings for you, even when you hurt me. And I don't believe for 1 minute that we ever stopped having those feelings for each other.
I'm impressed that you proclaim to know me better than I even know myself. If you'll excuse me.
You're looking a little pale, Doctor. How are you feeling?
Like she hit me with a stun blast to my hindbrain.
Shield test complete, Captain. We're ready.
Thank you, Commander. Initiate tachyon pulse. Prepare to jump to warp.
Engines ready.
Helm, engage.
The Breen are incompetent. We never should have agreed to work with them.
I will deal with the Breen. They are not your concern.
If Sir Kev were here, he would know what to do.
Don't ever mention him again by name. When we reach port at Weldair, I want you to secure passage for us on one of the refugee ships. We're going back to the Baku system.
Aye.
Now go make yourself useful.
So, do you have my scans?
Not quite. We were almost finished installing the scanners when the Federation unexpectedly showed up.
So you failed me?
No, Sirach. It was the Breen. Their atmospheric unit set off the Federation. It was a mistake to work with them.
You said it would work. It was a mistake to trust Shikev. Now it seems I cannot rely on you either.
Please, give me one more chance. I know I can get those readings for you.
We're running out of time. I need those scans of the Baku surface. If you can't get them for me, I'll find someone who can.
No, wait, I have a plan.
What is it?
I was hoping you would ask that.
What is it, Lieutenant?
We've started taking the Breen cooling device apart piece by piece. For the most part, it's a standard unit. Along with the ones we're still searching for, it would help cool the planet a few degrees per year.
So you think they're installing more, even as we're finding and disabling them?
Right. But this one is different. We found a hollowed-out area that contained this device.
What is it?
As far as I can tell, it's some sort of advanced scanner, capable of long-range scans, but not just of any kind.
What do you mean?
The Baku radiation creates a unique inversion field that prevents scans below the surface of the Baku ocean. This device counteracts that.
You think the Breen planted the scanner to get a better look under the Baku ocean?
Not necessarily the Breen, sir. This has Varina written all over it. The Breen cooling device might be just a front. The Breen may be unwitting accomplices.
What do you think they were scanning for?
That I don't know, Commodore, but I do know a way to find out.
I'll speak to Admiral Nechayev immediately. Do you think you can replicate the scanner's abilities or integrate it into ours?
I was just about to talk to someone in engineering about that.
Do you still have feelings for her?
Don't you know the answer to that, Counselor?
I can read your emotions easily, but you're the one who has to understand why you feel them.
Thanks.
I'm not sure why you're beating yourself up over this. Are you really just now realizing what you should have done to save what you had with Commander Sue?
Yes. You want to know what, Counselor? I'm starting to kick myself for not having done it.
So you still care for her?
It doesn't matter, Myra. She's with him now. Whatever my feelings may be or may have been, it just doesn't matter.
So, you never want to see or talk to her again. Is that it? The pain's too great.
Stop needling me, Counselor.
I don't think that's what you really want, Doctor.
What I want and what I'm inclined to live with are two totally different things, my dear. You, of all people, should know that.
I don't think you've gotten over her. You're so busy trying not to hurt her that you're tearing yourself apart.
Hengar! Sue tells me she still has feelings for you. Do you reciprocate?
I don't care to discuss it, Commander.
Kablich!
Which means...
Are you a coward?
I am not, sir. State your intentions for coming into my private program armed this way.
I intend to settle this. Join me in the challenge of Vuvbet Epage. The victor will get the love of Sue.
I have no intention of seeking the love of Sue, so there's no need for a fight.
Sue tells me otherwise. Jigak put that? Are you calling her a liar? Fight me! Kuvtag!
I suppose it depends on whether losing a limb is optional or not.
We must do the honorable thing, Ingvar. Join me in the Bangbet Epage, the challenge. Only then may we become honorable brothers, both with love for Sue, but aware of the boundaries which should not be crossed.
I can't think of a brother I want less. Except maybe the one I already have.
Enough. Meet me here tomorrow at 0200 hours. The victor will get the love of Sue.
Would this be a good time to transfer to the Gamma Quadrant?
I think a friendly little duel is exactly what the doctor ordered. Even if you let him win, you'll both feel better about the situation.
I have no intention of letting anyone win. I doubt the holodeck safeties will be on. I don't think I'd feel too badly if I accidentally broke a rib or two.
There's the spirit! I think you better find Thalic and fast. You're gonna need the practice.
Entering the atmosphere in 12 seconds.
The sensor modifications are coming online now.
I'm bringing us in over the Baku Ocean. Begin scans at 2,000 meters. We'll go down from there.
Aye, sir. The first sweep is complete. Nothing. Moving on to the second grid.
This could take a while. I'm glad I left Treya with Admiral Nechayev for the evening.
The Admiral babysits, sir?
Treya's old enough that she doesn't need a babysitter. But with a constant yellow alert, I'm more comfortable if she's with someone who can see to her safety, if something should happen.
I'm sure Admiral Nechayev is thrilled, sir.
I figure I still have a few favors to collect. Just between you and me, I think she enjoys it.
I'm picking up something solid. 5,000 meters down, coming up ahead.
Locking onto coordinates. I'm taking us in for a closer look.
Whatever it is, it's massive. Scanners aren't able to get a clear reading on the object.
Tachyon sweep?
Already tried it. Nothing. What about an isolytic pulse? It might give us a good definition of the shape of the object.
Make it so.
Mayday, mayday! Power systems have failed.
I'm trying to switch to emergency power.
Impact in 15 seconds.
We're in emergency power only. We've lost impulse and main thrusters.
Controls aren't responding. We're still going down.
Deep Space 12, do you read me? We're declaring an emergency.
Prepare for crash landing, Lieutenant.
We're coming in too fast.
Hold on!